night, 7 o'clock Central.
In the twilight
Kind of
of
feels
Earth's
like
great
Friday,
civilizations,
Tuesday, 'cause a lot of people
we
are going to obviously be taking off the next few days. We'll have some rebroadcasts, but also some original content and live feeds at Infowars.com. Holiday, obviously, because this is not work for me. This is a very distinct honor and pleasure to be your host. Talked about it last week, and I'm going to say it again. A lot of very exciting things happening. Trump is delivering on every front. He is looking at appointing and talking about appointing some people I don't like Bolton. But on the actual policies that he's already announcing, he is delivering. He also did something particularly delicious yesterday. He called in the corporate prostitute, Decepticon, fake news media.
I saw that.
And said, I hate you.
I have it in my
You're
journal.
lying scum. You're rats. Your system is collapsing. And basically, I don't want to work with you, so get out of here. This is beautiful.
He told the head of CNN that.
And I can tell you, laughing at the media,
that.
the times I've talked to Trump
I
off
have
air is
the
something we
video
do.
on my channel.
Because a joke, they're the enemy of this country. They must be denigrated. They must be hated. Must be removed. There's a big new study.
Liars. Lying.
But it's out of Canada with a Canadian ambassador being interviewed, speaking about the studies, finding that, again, U.S. media is the most untrusted in the world after the Union-controlled media and the UK media.
Yes.
And, of course, they're all lockstep with political and globalism, a very, very exciting thing. But speaking of delivering, it's now official. On day one, they will signal we are leaving the TP, which we never entered, but Obama signed us onto. He's also announcing the end of the carbon tax. We've been under 7 years, carbon regulations that are a tax, but Congress never ratified it. Congress rejected cap and trade in what, 2003. So think about that. And then it rejected it again in 2006. Bush has tried it. Obama's tried it. Congress has rejected it. See, it's actually 3 times I remember. So now, why are we under it? Just like the EU. Almost every member nation never got to vote to enter it, like the UK. How in the hell are they then signed on to it? But let me not belabor that. That's just one of the big things he's announcing. Bye-bye carbon tax. Bye-bye TPP. Making America rich again. Trump's stock market rally breaks all-time record. U.S. stocks hit high. Leaked document shows Trump does actually plan to build a wall. 100,989 miles planned for rapid build. With the 300 miles they've got, that's total wall. Obama admin fines police departments for not hiring non-citizens. Now, illegals be the police officers. Tim Allen says Hollywood calls Trump a bully, then bullies anyone who supports him. Obama administration shuts down aerial surveillance of the border while saying we're facing an Al-Qaeda ISIS imminent attack. Cal exit. Secession effort begins signatures gathering on the California ballot. I say we cut California loose, folks, and build a wall. I'm serious. Cut it loose. Not because of the color of the people that are there, but because it is totally given over to bankruptcy, totally given over to gun control, totally given over to corruption. The elites there all have lawyers that write the laws to basically pay no taxes. While everything is written to rob the average person, it is a disaster. We either somehow recapture California politically or it's a cancer that must be cut. And I'm serious. I say cut it off. Send into bedlam and we'll look like Mexico City. And that's fine. But we cannot collapse into total tyranny. It's a beautiful state, wonderful people. But I have to tell you, when California finally does, migration of trendies will bring down any area they come to. Austin is under assault, infested by the laziest, dumbest, most arrogant, horrible, politically correct demons. Shuffling, waddling around in circles. And they're all the people that moved to California thinking it was the new heaven, the new nirvana, the new cloud 9, the new Valhalla, and then they destroy it even worse, and then they come here. To the point of, I mean, if my headquarters weren't in Austin, if I didn't have family from here and I wasn't from here, I would now. In fact, I'm actually looking in a few years leaving these studios and leaving Austin. I just can't handle it. They have captured it. The defecation in the streets, the homeless people everywhere, the just nihilistic hatred of anything decent, running into the ground, the big mega banks, tax exempt, robbing, passing Agenda 21 laws so that your apartment's 200 feet costs the same as 1,000 square foot. I mean, you want to get scammed and butt raped. Austin, Texas is the place for it to happen. And I'm mild French, I apologize, I'm going to stop it. I love Austin, it's a beautiful town, great people, but there's total election fraud, and you can't unseat the scum, and they just love it. They've destroyed California, and now they're destroying my beloved Texas. CalEx's secession effort begins signature gathering on the California ballot. Now, that's just some of the news on that front. Let me give you the splendid, delicious news. Well, let me just mention this, and I'll cover it after break. President-elect slams smug media in face-to-face at Trump Tower. We're in a room of liars. The deceitful, dishonest media who got it all wrong. Supposed to be an off-the-record meeting, but the Trump folks have confirmed this went on. He told them, look, I hate you. You hate me. Let's just be honest. You work for corporate execs that are fools. You've bankrupted yourselves. You have no credibility. And I just want to declare that you're scum. That's exactly what I'd tell them. The New York Times and stuff want to talk to me. I go, you talking to me to pretend we're doing an interview. And I loved watching so-called journalists like Stephanopoulos and people scurrying out of there. And Wolf, he'd been flogged with a cat o' nine tails when he left. Donald Trump's media summit was an effing firing squad.
Sorry, I changed my mind.
He told Jeff Zucker, quote, I hate your network. Everyone at CNN is a liar, and you should be ashamed. I'm sorry, this is just too good. Too good. Trump knows exactly what to do. We must bankrupt these organizations. They're already financed by kingpins, drug dealers, and every other criminal organization you can imagine. They want to bring the country down. You're going down. Whatever little sponsorship you got left, everybody has to contact their sponsors and say, I will never use your product if I see your ad on there one more time. You want to bring down America? We're going to get in your face. We're going to lean on you and see how you like it, you little bullies. You bullied this country around a little too long. Now, there's a story from Steve Watson, and Breitbart is chewing him up for this, and that's his chief strategist. Obviously, there's some separation there with the writers. I don't control what my writers are. I just hire them because they're patriots and have a history of telling the truth. But gives Hillary a pass. Breitbart leads with criticism. And this is what Conway is saying, that, he wants to be nice to her till he gets in. A Senator Sessions appointment means that's not the case, but just let Trump get 8 days, then we'll see. But it's not up to Trump. It's to be up to the Attorney General and Justice. And I got a feeling justice is going to be served. They'll be back. Stay with us. We have the new product at InfoWarsLife.com, BioTrue Selenium.
We've had so many requests over the years. And just recently, we were able to source a certified organic, bioavailable selenium from mustard seed extract. When you take selenium in the body, it actually benefits the detox systems in your body. It helps balance the thyroid gland. It helps detoxify.
Selenium is another one of those absolute must-haves.
The highest concentration of selenium is in the thyroid gland, but it's actually used all over the body. As a matter of fact, there's 25 genes in the body that are directly dependent upon selenium. So it really is a all-around nutrient that everybody really needs.
I'm taking it now every day. This is so key. BioTrue Selenium is the product, the best selenium that we could just out there at a very, very low price. Exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3113. But there was an article last Friday in Hollywood Reporter that is so important, where Steve Bannon, the chief strategist for President elect Trump, lays it out that globalism was designed to system for rich families to control everything, and that America is going to absolutely lead the world out of this with incredible prosperity, and they have the actuaries and the numbers with cutting taxes on working class people that will bring back Americana under the Republican Party. But he says we've got to purge the Republicans of the establishment people, and we've got to deliver to the people, and we will get a majority vote from whites, Hispanics, blacks, you name it. Because it'll be based on having a sovereign, prosperous nation, not one where the government takes the wealth from the middle class and then redistributes it to a growing, dumbed-down, giant underpopulation made up of every race of human. If you want human liberty, if you want freedom, if you want self-determination, if you want to be able to control at least a small part of your own destiny, we are brothers, we are sisters, in arms together in the great quest for free association, free will, and the right for self-determination. I salute you, and again, thank you for taking the info war, which you are the heart of, to the next level, and to encourage you to continue right through this Thanksgiving, to share the information with your friends and family, to share the articles, the videos, the URLs, the podcast, and to support the broadcast by getting the amazing pro-Second Amendment apparel, the pro-Trump apparel, the pro-nationalism apparel, the non-GMO heirloom seeds, the high-quality water filtration systems, the amazing supplements and nutraceuticals, which are running 30 to 50% off right through this week, with every day having a loss leader special. Or store.com. Check it out today, and please continue to support this operation.
Electrify your day with Secret 12. It's like lightning in a bottle. We all have days in which we just can't seem to perform at the level we'd like to. InfoWars Life Secret 12 is designed to naturally energize your body and mind with and super high quality forms of vitamin B12. Proper vitamin and nutrient intake is essential to keep your body functioning at optimum levels. The reality is, it's hard to take in the proper amount of vitamins we need each day with our modern diets. Secret 12 by InfoWars Life is an easy way to naturally upgrade your vitamin B12 intake and support your body's natural systems. It pairs 2 forms of vitamin B12 into one explosive formula. Vitamin B12 supports healthy energy levels through red blood cell formation and aiding in the body's natural processes, but it also assists with many other functions of the body. Electrify your mind and body and take your health to the next level. Experience the power of Secret 12 at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Republican Party is going to be extinct. It's going to be relegated to the South, a party of old, racist, decrepit, baby boomer pieces of garbage, to quote the Democrats. To quote H. Skrillex. Get it? Instead, they're talking about the Democratic Party going, and the Republican establishment being run out on a rail, or just absorbed by Trumpian revolution. You know, there's a big article out. Trump's son-in-law, who is, what is his topic? Jared Kushner. And the headline from Forbes is that he won Trump the White House. That's the headline on drudgereport.com. You can see the cover of Forbes. And I think to a certain extent that's true, because he got Trump early on to mainly focus on the internet, and to realize, see, Trump's not big on the internet, that was already the new media. They give him the credit for doing early videos that got 75 million views and stuff like that. Folks, we've got Trump. 500 million views on our videos about Trump. I mean, I'm not trying to get credit for that. I'm just stating, if Forbes thinks 75 million views is a big deal, I can show them where the views are. Or Drudge probably sent, I don't know, 20 million people a day sometimes to pro-Trump info. But none of us get the credit. It's the globalists discredit and being so arrogant that gets the credit, and then it's the leakers. But the reason it is important to look at how we won this is so that we continue to repeat it and aren't arrogant. We have to deliver tax cuts. We have to deliver at least spending freezes. And we have to absolutely secure our borders. And we have to cut the billion-dollar fighter programs that are pieces of crap and actually have a strong defense military. And, of course, we have to get fair tariff deals. And we'll have such prosperity and such a boom that the era of socialism will be broken worldwide, and the era of the robber barons will be over. And again,
Excuse me.
mainstream media and thought it was invincible, but a lot of the reporters and people working for the system, they didn't really believe in it. They didn't like what was happening. You're seeing that facade really collapse now. Now, there are bitter people who believe in the whole false cosmology. They're going to be Catholic, and I'm talking about that in the next break, next segment. But just look at these numbers. Democratic Party going extinct. Administration is disintegrating. They don't have any of their top people. Everyone basically hates them. Dems serving donor class, not working class. Representative Ryan admits. And again, they are just so disconnected, so arrogant, they think they're invincible. Look at this headline. 96% hopeful. Polls show tremendous confidence in President Trump. And all the national polls show people that thought he would destroy the planet day one are now seeing the stock market go up. They're seeing confidence. They're seeing Ford announce it's coming back. They're seeing Apple talk about coming back. And then the media spins it and says, well, it was never clear that Ford was going to go to Mexico, so this isn't really a victory. Oh, really? They said they were going to Mexico with that SUV factory. The point is that there are economic things we can do to strengthen this nation and not just sell the country out. And they're still upset that's happening, and that's why they're so incredibly discredited. You can see that big scientific poll from Pew Research up on Infowars.com. I already talked about delivering on the announcement day one, 58 days when it gets in to pull out of PPP, a foreign global government. In the carbon taxes, and they go, you're not allowed to do that. Milan, the president of France, lectured Trump yesterday from the national podium in France, from the Royal Palace. Said, you're not allowed to do that. No matter what you say, you're in it. Congress never voted to put us into that unilaterally. It's a fraud. But that's the arrogance with the communist Chinese and the French president, the socialist dirtbag, lecturing us. Now, when we come back, I want to read more of the quotes. And again, I don't believe mainstream media, but more than 20 agencies were represented there, and they all basically said the same thing, so now you know it's true. Plus, it fits with what I know Trump basically says behind the scenes. He just called them in and said, you're scum, you're liars, you're delusional, no one watches you. Why are you so arrogant? Why did you lie about me so much? Why do you put out fake tweets? Why do you put out fake statements? What the hell is Bloomberg doing, putting out fake tweets? What is your problem? Don't you know the American people see through you? How dare you not want to turn the economy back on so you can squat on top of people? That's what's going on behind the scenes. It's beautiful. They need to be read the riot act. Hey, scum, we see you. We know who you are, dirtbag. All right, let's get right into the really big, important news, obviously. Incredibly exciting things happening. Fukushima dodged a bullet, but narrowly. Be like a bullet going through your hair and, you know, cutting a swath through your hair, but not hitting you in the skull. Japan reported a 7.8. U.S. Geological saying 7.3, 7.6. It varied. That's about the strength it hit 5-6 years ago and made those reactors explode. They're still melting down in the Pacific Ocean today. And they were reporting that the tsunami was going to be 10 feet or higher when it came in, but it was only a few feet high. Caused some flooding, but not any massive damage like we saw in that dramatic footage that we all witnessed when the big tsunami hit Fukushima 4. So that is certainly some good news there. Continuing, we are having Black Friday specials to kick off and that run for 24 hours right through Friday, I guess right through the weekend. And today it is Survival Shield Nascent Iodine X2. Now, obviously, you would take potassium iodide. This is beyond that. It's pure iodine, true iodine, atomic iodine. that goes into the thyroid and other glands so that you don't absorb the fluoride and the other during radiological events, the radioactive iodine is the most common fallout. But see, that's just an example. You want your thyroid filled all the time so it's not absorbing all the other trash that's out there. Because it operates off halogen, off iodine. If it doesn't have that, it will absorb anything else that operates on it. You see the record thyroid problems. So much now that I've been taking it 4 years, and I religiously take it now, and it's almost a crutch because, I'm going to be honest, I work out now a third of what I used to. And with the Super Male Vitality and Survival Shield X2 and things like that, and the DNA Force I take daily now, it's really a joke that I only work out now 2 or 3 times a week, and I was working out 6, 7 days a week. It just wasn't having the same effect. It's all because my whole metabolic system is not getting what it needed. So this is truly symbiotic. You get great products. You fund the tip of the spear operation fighting the globalists. I want to thank you all for your support. Black Friday week, free speech special, 30% off Survival Shield X2 and 9. We have the all-new Brain Force Plus has arrived, now 20% more in each bottle, and a stronger formula on top of that. It's plus BioPCA Black Friday special. Getting in a few days, 25% off on our ultimate new hair, skin, and nails formula. At $19.95, it is a joke level deal. It's now $14.96. That doesn't even make any money on that. That's a loss. The leading competitors have the same stuff in it and are $45, $50, $60 for one ingredient that's in it. It's ridiculous. That's what we do. We take Knockout. We take 9 things that are known to help you get deep, restful, regenerating sleep, like lemon balm and chamomile and L-tryptophan, valerian root, and melatonin, and more. I remember saying a few years ago, I was sitting there sometimes having trouble sleeping, and my kids would sometimes too, so I give them a little melatonin tablet or a little bit of valerian root. And I was like, why am I buying this tincture from Whole Foods and this other thing? This is $19 and this is $19, and I'm giving them both. Because, together it works better. And I'm like, and I'm taking 2. That's $40. Let's see how much the stuff costs, organic, high quality. We went out and found out we could put 9 things in there, all the same doses what other people do. It would cost probably $100. And sell it for $19.95. That's what we do. Super high quality, organic. It's an amazing deal. InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. And thank you for all the great 5-star reviews for the products on third-party site, Power Reviews, and others. Be sure and read those reviews for yourself. And it is your purchases that make everything we do here possible. So I want to thank you all again. And then we're going to try to help get your taxes cut. Again, it's all symbiotic. It's a non-zero-sum game. A 360 win is the coin of the realm here these days. And I'm even hearing more of the culture now, like 360 wins and wins all around. And what do you call a win where everybody wins? It's a 360 win. And you can really do that, folks, with technology and what we've got. The problem is some people are going to be better than you or I at certain things. They're going to be more beautiful. They're going to be faster. They're going to be taller. They're going to be stronger. We're going to have gifts they don't have. Together, we work together to build a better world. You have to let people shine. You have to let people be winners. You have to let the best kids at something get the trophy. And not just give everyone a participation. And tell your kids, sorry, you get a piece of pizza. Because then kids learn to fail and they learn to win. But if you don't and deal with it, you become a butthurt wimp. And I'm telling you, it is basket case world out there, where about half the people, you can't criticize them, you can't tell them to fix something, you can't tell them they take it personally. And that is the mark of losers. They are instilling that in us on purpose. They're trying to make the military where it can't chew people out or put them in dangerous situations. Folks, you can't put the troops in red high heels and have them learn how to be trannies. And I'm not bashing trannies. The point is that's not where trannies are supposed to be. This is all just a mentally ill joke. That they take away our basic rights and give us these faux rights. get into this
When
right
provided
now.
with,
So,
we have
I'm going to get
proven
into
that the
fake
computer
news. I'm
is
going
a
to get into
good
the
tool.
leftist bullying.
Why can it
I want
not
to break
also
down
be
the
a
fact
good
that their
advisor?
bullying went so far, it caused people to basically rebel. And as they saw people to start to wake up, they thought, oh, we better bully harder. Most people went along with political correctness just out of hospitality, just out of being nice. And it was done by increment early on with reasonable sounding things to set the precedent. But as it got over the top, are done. They have broken with you. They will never listen to you again. There's no gimmick you can push that'll work. Even when the mainstream media tells the truth now, people listen to it, they do not believe it. You have self-immolated. You have blown yourselves up. You have poured 5 gallons of gasoline on yourselves and struck a match. And you didn't do it for a good cause, like a Buddhist monk. You did it for a bunch of disconnected, arrogant, corporate lackeys who thought they were going to shut down competition and show up innovation worldwide and play technocrat. Well, they may get their goal someday, but not without a hell of a fight. And it's hard to hold back innovation. It's hard to hold back people that want to be free. You may get 30, 40, 50% of people to be mind-numb, drooling zombies. But the 30, 40, 50% that aren't zombies are going to take action and wreck your world, Cupcake. If 3 or 4% of us take action against you politically and economically, we'll devastate you. But you're not facing 3 to 5% like you were in the Revolutionary War in 1776, 1782. You are now facing, my friends, 30% that are hardcore awake, who are now becoming confident, who are now reaching out to others. You cannot beat us. You can fight us, you can protract this for a long time. But incontrovertible, you have lost. You have failed. History shows it. The facts bear it out. Current analyses show it to be conclusive. Only way you can win is killing everyone in a giant nuclear war and releasing bioweapons. You can, the elite currently can still attempt to kill everybody. It's the only power they have left. Long term, they'll lose. And as long as we don't let the technocracy fully get in place, so these controls them by computers, as long as we keep humans involved in the chain of command, the military is not going to let you do that. And I'm not saying they're angels. They're mercenaries, a lot of them. They want money, they want power. But they don't want to piss on prosperity and hurt grandma. They're more than happy to kill jihadis and stuff like that, but they're not looking to mount America's head on the wall, and you've now picked fights with the people that do the hanging. One good part of that movie, Elysium, when the corrupt president is bitching out her illegal mercenary commander, I could have you hung for what you've done. He goes, oh, really? Stabs her right in the neck, and he goes, we do the hanging around here. But there's all these disconnected technocrats, never killed anybody, never broke anybody's neck, never punched somebody's nose with their head, never done anything, and they can sit here shooting their mouths off at everybody about how tough they are and how they're going to dominate everybody. No, you're not. Believe. You're not even good. I've had people cussing me out in public, walking up, brandishing guns, you name it, since Trump lost in Austin. And guess what? They always run off. They show the gun and then run off. They drive by and cuss at me and then drive off. Some of it's on tape. Stand there. I'm not going anywhere. That said, though, I'm going to go ahead and set it up and go with full-time security. Not that I'm living in fear, but I have to go ahead. Quite frankly, this is too important an operation. But that goes into expensing and things, and I don't want to cut back from what we do here in the operations. I want to bring in as much money as possible to throw every bit of coal in that furnace we can to get this locomotive of freedom going as fast as it can at ramming speed. I want as much wind in our sails to take us as fast as we can. It's all about the win, folks. And not winning without an equal winner like some trophy from a football game, but really defeating the tyrants. And that's the epic holy grail opportunity that Donald J. Trump has right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, we declare
So
war.
here is a clip of Tim Allen, man to man. Not a right winger, not a left winger. I'd love to give him a shot. We never tried. Let's try. On Fox. Just saying there is no information on Trump. Everything they say about him isn't true. You try to go find the statements, and it's always not what he said. It's taken out of context. It's twisted. And so the very people bullying everyone are the ones saying that Trump is a bully. Here it is.
So, Gigi Hadid mocking our next first lady, appropriate or not?
I don't think it's appropriate, but again, I'm not a spokesman for Hollywood. I'm a comedian.
Right.
So I get to tour around the country and I do comedy. I do a show that we have a point of view. I think
Your character is a...
a point of view, but it's written by liberals. We have a liberal staff. We have
That goes
conservatives.
without saying. That's redundant.
But we have a sense of humor about ourselves, and there's a point of view, and there's a place to do it. What I think is, what I find odd in Hollywood is that they didn't like Trump because he was a bully. But if you had any kind of inkling that you were for Trump, you got bullied for doing that. Mm-hmm. And that's where it gets a little hypocritical for me, is that you can now bully people, and you're always on the defense with this, but mostly what I'm finding is there's no source material for comedians.
That's it. There's no source material. There's nothing there. Bloomberg, again, on Sunday, put out a tweet. I couldn't believe it. It was just a made-up tweet saying, yeah, I ripped off 6,000 young people. Yeah, I settled it. Big deal. Donald Trump, quote, tweeted. What the hell? I mean, when Donald Trump, like, oh, yeah, Snowden's a traitor, kill him. No, Trump, you're wrong. Or, let him into an iPhone. Give him a warrant. They want the keys to all the iPhones, Trump. I mean, you know, he's got blind spots. We all do. But there's not much there after that isn't BS. And that's there's nothing wrong with me. Go, he hates gay people. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, where's the quote? He does. I quite frankly thought it was over the top when he was like waving an LGBT flag at the RNC and everybody to clap saying we've got to be nice to all the gay people. And the Republicans are all, yeah. I just thought, like, wow, he's got conservatives doing something they never do. And then the left just says he hates gay people. I mean, it's the upside-down level of it all that makes your head spin. I mean, if they got away with these lies, we'd really be in trouble. The lies blew up in their face. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Trump's trying to unify people. But first, we've got to have a country to do it. Nobody's got open borders like this. They turn it into some personal attack. I can't just move to England or Mexico and just say, I'm here to have my baby free. They'd say, you're crazy. But you can come here and do it. You go to Germany, and again, they get the minorities in, they make them the majority, and they wind them up to be racist. We've got to change all that. Federal judge came out and told a bunch of bitching illegals, you know, hey, if you don't like Trump being the president, go to another country. Don't come here and bitch about it all day. I don't like go to China and complain about their president, even though he's not even elected. What are the communist Chinese doing involved in our elections? Again, how did we get to this point?
One is to move, and then the other one is...
Now, speaking of bullying,
that's bullshit.
we're going to go to break here in a minute. I'm going to come back and get into it. And I want to get more of these quotes from Trump. The election is getting people uninvited to Thanksgiving. Americans say the idea, and it just goes on from there. I personally have been noticing this, seeing it. Everybody in the office says it's happening to them. And I want to make this point. I have thought we could wake them up. I have family friends and long-term friends that are liberals. I'm tolerant. I just think it's kind of a joke and how they've been conned. I have had people say, I'm not coming to your Thanksgiving, even though they've come other years because of Trump. And I have had friends of the family say, I'm not coming to visit you this Christmas because we're not friends anymore. And I mean people that I've known for over a decade that have told me, I'm sorry, I can't associate with you. Thank you for letting me know what that was. I was tolerating you. And in this show, you're in a cult. Because you're in a cult when you don't associate with somebody because you disagree with their Republican or Democratic views. By the way, I've even got some people in the office freaking out over the former head of campaign, Conway. going on TV and saying, oh, Trump, thinks Hillary's been through enough. He's not planning to go after her. Well, it's not the president's job to prosecute people. It's the attorney general he appoints, and Jeff Sessions is the number one constitutional attack dog, and that signals he's going to do the right thing and step aside politically and not be involved. Now, quite frankly, I think the Democrats are smart enough to understand something, so I'll say this. Trump doesn't want to be political. He doesn't want to violate the law, so he's stepping aside. But Trump is very justice-oriented. That means vindictive in their nomenclature. And it is my belief that he's going to step aside and let the AG and or state AGs as well go after Hillary. Now, he doesn't want to telegraph that because then what happens? Let's think, folks. Who gives a pardon in the 58 days he's got left? Barack Hussein Obama. And then there's a pardon for Hitler. So they want to either let him do the pardon and force that out in the open, or regardless, they're going to go ahead with a strong AG. All Trump can do is put an AG in of high credibility and high moral standing, who always does what he says he'll do. And probably one of the most honorable people in Congress is Walter Jones or Jeff Sessions. Congressman Jones and Jeff Sessions are known for doing exactly what they say they'll do to a compulsive level. I mean, it's compulsive. Because I'm the type of guy that does what I say I'm going to do, but if things really change and it's going to hurt somebody if I do what I said I'll do, I'll try to explain to them, hey, I think we should do something different. Those guys won't even argue it. They'll just do it no matter what. Very dogged is the way I would describe it. I'm talking about attack dogs. This is hounds going after, a wolf or whatever. So it's on. It's on. And they know that. And I would expect Trump to not be sitting there poking Hillary and poking Obama. And here's the deal. I was told over a week ago by multiple sources. I talked to another source everybody knows. He checked. He said, yeah, no, that's dead on. Chelsea is over there. Chelsea's been meeting with Trump's daughter, oldest daughter, and Kushner's wife, and is just begging, please don't indict my mommy and my daddy. And the word is then the Democrats will leave Trump alone if they win in 4 or 8 years, and they'll do the same cover your butt vote. Well, you know what? Trump doesn't need that. Trump isn't going to run a corrupt ship. Trump really runs things by the book. That's Tom Walker certified. He's firing all the lobbyists right now and delivering his promise. So this is a big deal. It's a big deal. I said I'd get into the bullying, and we're going to do that because all over the country, people I know, staff here,
I have something that needs your
are not
attention.
having Thanksgiving with their parents. They're not having Thanksgiving with their children. Maybe I can get some of them to actually come on air. I didn't ask one of them yesterday if he wanted to tell a story on air. And I mean, I know his parent, too. They're nice people, man, but they are flipped out. Especially one guy's mom is... I mean, I know people aren't getting out of bed, folks. We're talking in the bed. So this is crazy town. This is crazy town, folks. Because they really believe they got elected. They believe all the crap. And they're the minority, but they are susceptible. And I'll tell you who they mainly are. It's white people. The really weird stuff I'm getting mainly white liberals who just, they've always been the heroes their whole lives. They were fighting the right-wingers. They just are heroes in their minds. And they have no respect for anybody else or their views or their opinions. And I've had 2 different people I know who I hardly ever even seen. But, who I just invite to come over because I don't do a lot of entertaining, but I do around Christmas and other holidays. I'll have like 50 people at my house sometimes. And I'm like, oh, we're not going to be coming. And I'm like, all right. And then I get another email, because Trump, yeah, you understand, right? I'm like, oh, well, don't let the door hit you on your ass out the door. I am pretty darn reclusive. And I only have people around like twice a year or, here and there for my kids to have pool parties or whatever. So, the Republican Party is going to be extinct. I wouldn't care if it was all those blue blood scumbags up there, but no, the Paul Ryan Party is going extinct, and who else is going extinct is the Democratic Party. Kit Daniels' article up on Infowars.com. So if you just joined us, I was getting into people I've known for a decade, people I've known for longer than that, who you just tacitly, a couple times a year, oh, hey, we're going to have a Thanksgiving party the day before or whatever. You're welcome to come over. We're going to grill steaks or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just too upset about the Trump. Great. Say you're not coming over. But thank you for letting me know. I guess you see me as a winner when I got the taxes cut. And then, like I said, I've got multiple crew members who are not going to have dinner with their parents, who are baby boomers, because it's just too uncomfortable. And they're told, by the way, if you're coming over for Thanksgiving, keep your mouth shut. Well, you know what? We're just not coming over to Thanksgiving. And so during the next break, I'm going to go ask some of these folks if they want to come on and talk about this. And I want to open the phones up specifically on two topics. Now, I don't screen the calls. That means you can disagree or agree, but I do get on topics sometimes. So here's what I'd like you to call in on, and this only. Are you upset about Conway going on TV and saying Trump's not going to go after Hillary? That's not politicking. That's not lying, because technically the president isn't the one that does that. It's the attorney general. The president needs to be hands off now so that this isn't a... I mean, it's unprecedented to say she should be in jail, she should be locked up, she's a criminal during the debate on TV dozens of times. That's why we love Trump. Now, the guy that'll do that publicly, do you think he's really going to back off Hillary? No, there's going to be a new inspector investigation. Special prosecutor. There's going to be AG investigations. No matter if they try to block the confirmation over racism made-up crap under Sessions. But regardless, maybe you think there is a problem with that. I'd like to hear from you on that subject. That's number one. Number two, this is just as important. Have you had liberals, fascists that have hijacked the word liberal, get in your face over Trump winning? Have you had your boss get in your face, your employees get in your face? Have you had people threaten you, like I have? A guy brandish a gun, show me his gun, try to threaten me in the parking lot. I'm just like, what the hell's your problem, dude? That happens Saturday. Have you experienced this bizarreness and have you say, hey, if you're coming to Thanksgiving, keep your mouth shut? I mean, I have crew members, two of them. It's like, yeah, you better not talk about politics if you come, okay? Just, mom's real upset right now. So promise me you'll keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I don't think I'll be coming over. How insulting is this? But again, they believe in their cosmology. It's okay. What happened to us as a country? I want to hear from you about just this incredible backlash, this mental illness that's in the news. I mean, they're actually reporting it, but I'm witnessing it.